Hey everybody, how's it going? It is May 1st, which makes this officially Star Wars month. May the 4th be with you, coming up in 4 days, because today's only the 1st. So this year, usually what I do every year on the 4th, I'll pick one of the original trilogy, the Orig Tridge, as I was trying to say, and I fucked it up. But I usually pick one on my original VHSs and watch one. This year I'm going to watch all 11, actually make that 13 because I'm going to sit through the Ewok movies as well. So I'm going to watch all 13 of the live action movies, not the holiday special. I saved that for December. I torture myself then. But yeah, I'm going to watch all 13 movies and then I'm going to talk about them. So last night was at midnight, I decided to watch Phantom Menace because I'm going to watch them chronologically. I am going to be watching, when it comes to the originals, I am going to be watching the re-releases that came out in the 90s that everybody seems to hate. I don't mind them. They do have their crap, but they do have a lot of good things. I'm not going to get too much into that right now because I'll talk more about that when I actually watch the movies and review them. But I do like the originals uncut, and I really wish they were legitimately released on DVD, just like every other diehard Star Wars fan ever. Anyway, speaking of Star Wars, I got my shirt. Try and do it like an opening crawl. And that's as far as I'm going because I'm not wearing pants. That's all you get to see. Um, no, I do have pants on. Or maybe I don't. Maybe that was something else. Anyway, we're going to talk about episode 1. Just like everybody else, when I first saw it, I was super happy. I saw a midnight showing of it when it came out, first night. And no, actually, it wasn't the first night. It was a couple nights after, but I did see a midnight screening of it. And because it was a new Star Wars movie, just like everybody else, I was super excited. I was like, yes, Star Wars, finally. And I didn't really know anything about it. I don't do spoilers. I don't, if I'm going to go into a movie, especially something like Star Wars, which I'm a big fan of, so Star Wars tattoos. Um, I want to go in completely ignorant. I don't want to know anything. I want to just be completely shut off of anything that's going to happen besides maybe a basic plot, a little bit of a synopsis. But I don't like to see trailers. I don't want to, I want to go in completely blind. And I didn't hate it. Everybody, a lot of people, they panned it and they're like, oh, Jar Jar Binks and all this other stuff. When I watched it the second time, like I was just super excited to see a Star Wars movie in so many years, just like everybody. But yeah, when I watched it the second time, it was a little bit different for me. I did see it in the theater the second time, and there was a lot of things that Jar Jar Binks did get on my nerves. But when I watched it this time, I went through with the mentality of the fan theory that Jar Jar Binks is actually a powerful Sith Lord, and and that's how he worked his way up in the ranks. And by the end of the trilogy, he has, you know, he's got some pull, especially even in the second movie. But again, we're not going to talk about that yet because I haven't watched it yet this month. Um, but yeah, I don't hate the movie. I don't love the movie. I don't think it's the worst one of the bunch. It's not Rise of Skywalker. Actually, no, Rise of Skywalker. Which one is the second one? I can't even remember now. Rise of Skywalker is the third one in the new trilogy, right? If I remember correctly. Anyway, it's not important. It's a lot of things that bug me about this movie. A lot of things I really enjoy about this movie. Things that bug me, which I'll just talk about. Okay, yeah, Jar Jar Binks is irritating as hell. He's a little too cartoonish for my liking. Even he's a CG character. When he does all these flips and jumps in the water for the first time, he does this crazy flip in the air. It just I didn't. It kind of pulled me out of the movie for a minute, out of the believability of what I'm seeing, because like, there's no need for that. He could have just dove in and it would have been more believable. But again, it's a movie. It's not to be taken too seriously, and it was geared towards kids to a point. I mean, yeah, because kids love a big space opera about politics. Um, Other things I didn't like. I didn't like the fact there's a fart joke in it. It was kind of really out of the Star Wars element, and there's a poop joke in it, like all within maybe half an hour of each other. And hold on a second, turn this thing off. Anyway, um, I thought there wasn't an overuse of CGI. There's a lot of CGI, but it was believable. I like that. Just trying to think of things I didn't like besides that. There's a lot of politics in it. People bitch about, oh, there's all these racist stereotypes. I don't look at it that way. I don't think so. If it was, it certainly wasn't intentional, or it was, those stereotypes were brought on by people that saw that for themselves. I don't think George Lucas was saying, oh, I'm going to make this character a black stereotype and this character an Asian stereotype, and everybody else, all the important people are going to be white. I just think it was just incidental accident. It was just casting. And anyway, I'm running a little long here. I wanted this a little bit quicker, so I'll just get right to the things I like. Um, the Gungan Palace, the Gungan city was beautiful. You only see it really when the ship or submarine, whatever you want to call it, is leaving, and you just see all the spheres with all the cities in it. I thought that looked amazing. I thought it was beautiful. I thought it looked really cool. And the ships, pretty much, except for that main ship, I don't know what it's called. The silver one kind of looks like Flight of the Navigator almost. That one, I know it was okay, but I wasn't a big fan of it. Darth Maul's kick ass. The lightsaber battles are really well done. Um, the Naboo Palace was beautiful. It looked really cool. It was, and the colors and everything. And I'll say it too. The aesthetically, it's a very beautiful movie. The colors, the scenery, the ships, everything is just it looks good. Um, the actor Lloyd, whatever his name is, who played young Anakin, I don't buy that kid would become Darth Vader. He just seems a little bit too normal and too nice. But again, it's movies sort of based, geared towards kids and selling toys essentially. What else didn't? What else did I like? Again, oh, the space battles were really cool. They're really well done. The battle between the Gungans and the Federation was awesome. I like that. Um, all in all, it's not the terrible movie that I remember being. I remember I actually saw it a couple times, and three times I saw it in the theater. The first run, and then a friend of mine, we did we watched both trilogies as before the prequel or the new Star Wars stuff had come out. We watched all six of them in the course of a day, and actually no, I guess I didn't see that in the theaters then, but I did see it in Japan in 3D once, which was kind of pointless because it's not a 3D movie, and when you try and make a 3D movie 3D, it just looks like a movie that's not 3D that you're trying to make 3D. So it wasn't really that great in 3D. Not really a whole lot more I can say. I think it was well casted. Darth Maul looked pretty kick ass. It was unfortunate we lost the character, and then he makes his comeback later on in the new movies briefly. I don't know what's going on with that yet, but I guess no one does, or we'll find out soon enough. Um, but yeah. Oh, and I know that's why I keep saying because I know there was something that was grating in the back of my head. The pod race. I thought everything about the pod race was amazing. I mean, yeah, you can suspend believability for a while, thinking this little child's racing this thing with all these other guys, but the pod racers themselves look good. The engines were amazing. The sound effects were amazing. The scenery when they're going through all the rocks and the tunnels and everything else looked badass. I love everything about that scene. That's one scene I could watch over and over again. When they crash and all the pieces are flying everywhere, it looks like a real crash. It's all CGI and it doesn't look cartoony. Like it looks, you actually look like something real. Like unlike episode 3, when everything is like the Clone Wars, it looks basically like the Clone Wars CGI cartoon that had come out, or computerized cartoon that had come out a little while later. But it looks amazing. I love everything about that scene. I think it's great. I'm not. That's about all I'm going to say about that. And hope people are being safe, like I've been saying. Let's hope this COVID shit ends ASAP because we all got lives to live. We all got businesses and jobs and everything else. But you know the news, so there's no. I'm not going to sit here and talk about that. Maybe in another separate video, separate topic. But yeah, guess be safe, and I'm gonna be watching episode 2 in a couple minutes. So until the next one, take care. Bye.